I think the resub cursed. I think the resub Atticus, the prime Lamlock, and the resub Dawes, and prime BJ. And the tier 1 biggest fan and prime Horizon. Congrats, Subi. Thanks for the resubs in. Day's been alright, didn't really do too much today. Thanks for resub Long Haul, Spin, Ragnarok, and Joe. And tier 1 Drezzy and resub Scepter. Joker pregnant. Why do people keep saying that? Joker becomes pregnant in the new DC comic. What? What the fuck is this? Thanks to the resub Bone Apple Teeth, Fried, Delicious in tier 1 Modor, and Prime Jasper in tier 1 Drezzy. The resub Subi. And the Prime FBO. DC's done it again. I haven't kept up with DC Comics like ever. I liked Batman the Man Who Laughs. That was, or the Batman Who Laughs, whatever the fuck it was. That was cool, but that's like it. What? I'll read about this in a second. This sounds fascinating. These are resub Hellstorm, Gully, Javier, Mixobi, Chaos, and the Prime Glitch. No, I didn't hear about that at all, Deep. It sounds awful, though. Next, the resub Prosciutto in tier 1. Ahegs, and the bits Reginald. And Ruxin. Hey, Ruxin. Hope you're well. I'm gonna give Subcrime. Oh yeah, the Damar Hamlin news has been very positive. So there's good news on the front of that, which is great. Hopefully he makes a full recovery. There's huge drama about Dungeons and Dragons. Of course that interests me, yeah. Hit me. There's some Jimbo in the Prime, Aggro in tier 1, Amory. And the bits, Willpower. Of course I watch Kung Pao. Thanks to the resub East. That would be kind of nuts, Deep. Thanks to resub Paul. Why the fuck are we looking at Pregnant Joker? Oh, I wanted to read about it. That's all. Here, let me see. The Joker just became pregnant and gave birth in the latest issue of Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing. What? Well, what have we here? I think you're pregnant. I think you're right. Do we have a good OBGYN we use? What in tarnation? Is this like a parody thing? It was one of her signature backwards spells. Because no one else will ever have your baby. What the fuck? Joker wakes up the next morning to discover he's suddenly 9 months pregnant and ready to pop, and he vomits up a blob of sentient mud that quickly morphs into a tiny Joker doppelganger. This is fascinating. So this has to be like a joke thing, right? Like this is like a joke issue. That's wild. Thanks for resub. Stanley, Flory, Samarin, Joshua, someone else, Gian, and Tier 1 Zalo. And the bits, George, Kinway, and Deep. And yeah, I saw that, Kinway. Resub, Greg. And the bits, Tadoya. CW adaptation soon. Yeah, that'd be huge. That would be huge. CW should get on it. The Pregnant Joker series. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Ether. Appreciate it. And the resub, Drippy and Snowboo. Yeah, I saw a picture of it, Snowboo. That's kind of wacky, crispy. Thanks for Prime Jason. Thanks for gift sub, Deep. I didn't even see that one go up, Obs. Thanks for resub, Rhonda. I don't think it's parody. No, it's definitely not parody, but this seems to be like one of those more comedic runs. This doesn't seem like they're trying to make it serious. This seems like it's knowingly silly. There's a resub, Dirty Mike, Anazik, Pillsbury, Connor, and the Prime Gloku, Queen, and gift sub, Celebrimbor. What's going on with EDP? A bunch of health related stuff, but on Twitter today there is a picture circulating from an account claiming to be him with like a child sitting on his lap, and it was very disturbing. I don't know if that's real or not, but that floated around Twitter all over the timeline. He was live on TikTok saying it was fake. Oh, hopefully. Yeah, the kidney stuff is what most people are referring to. But for today, what the big drop was that picture going all over the place. Thanks, Resub Zombie, Tokyo, and the Tier 1 Rewired and Tier 1 Clay, or Clie. Resub Sarcastic, Zombie, and Yulo. Give sub Chalkboard and Kalinki. Oh, did Grish Hansen actually put out the video on EDP? I thought he was just teasing it on Twitter. The Bitcoin and the resub. Melis, Schmaxy, and the Prime. Tam, and the give sub to Shiro. And the resub Big Dado. Yeah, Chris Hansen did release it. Gotta look it up real quick. EDP was caught doing what? Is this just like kind of going through a recap of EDP? Or is this like a full brand new investigation thing about something EDP is actively still doing? On Twitter, he said he got away with it. That's what I saw. So I thought this was going to be like a recap of everything EDP did, and then talking about how he's like live on TikTok all the time. That was my impression, that this is like him going over the history and being upset that EDP still has a massive platform. Here's the Prime Casio. No, I probably won't do that to Doya. It's been out for a long time. There's the bits Demonic and the resub Xander. I'll check it out, Demonic. There's the bits Kalinki and Ken. And the resub Pyrite. Probably not tonight though, Ken. Amok runs tonight. Yeah, it's a plan. I'm going to start learning the route. There's 5 days left of the competition, so I'm going to try and get in there. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Caliber and Boar. I appreciate it. What panhandling site is EDP on? Bro, he's massive on TikTok. There's resub Gutierre and B Wood. There we go. Fixed my mic.
You're not.
Huge. Hey, at least we got the first crash out of the way early. These are the resub bellies. And the prime hop. Probably not deep, not for that. And of course I've watched Portal runs. Thanks resub Dylan and Weeping. Oh sweet, well thank you for the bits, Tadoya. It's apparently not his real Twitter, Maldo. I don't think it's his real Twitter. Oh sweet, well thanks, Cheese. Joker pregnant? Yeah, this isn't like my fetish or anything. We were talking about Joker being pregnant in a new DC comic. Thanks resub Bunghole and the 5 gift subs to Doya. Thank you for that. And resub Barracuda. And the prime Weehaw. You should represent Coffeezilla in court. I extended the offer to him if he needs it, yeah. We have a whole legal team. We could absolutely do that. Thanks, resub story. The tier 1 possession and tier 1 captain. There's the bits wasabi and the resub zombie. Hope you had a good New Year's. And there's the resub Olio. You gonna take action against the Vietnamese group ruining clip channel issuing DMCAs? I'm gonna talk about that in a little while because I actually want chat's input because there's a lot of moving parts that I want to discuss. Figure out best course of action. Thanks to Prime Lappin, the resub Chasin, and Zombie. I talked about that all last night, Deep. It was at the end of stream. I'll talk about it more later. And that I won't really be going over. Doing alright, Fate. Hope you're doing well. How many lawsuits have I been in? Only one where I got sued after a car accident, but I wasn't directly involved in the lawsuit. It was my insurance. But it's not like me personally having a full legal team. It's because of the company Matt and I started 4 years ago, HMG, Human Media Group. We have a full legal team from that. And now since we merged into Mana, it's now an even more powerful team. So if Coffeezilla does need us, we're available. I think that content would be spectacular. They're an extremely, very, very strong legal force. So if he needs us, we're here. What's the company do? Oh, it's a management agency for content creators to help them like not get fucked by YouTube's ever-changing rules and leaving them with no source of income. Thanks to the resub Ink and a do. Thanks to the resub Psycho. Yeah, it's Starforge Rocket. 100%. Thanks, resub Julio. Well, that was very wholesome. I appreciate that, Tadoya. And thanks to Prime Gil for. How did it work? Did you hire each lawyer yourself? No, we're just partnered with a very powerful legal agency. to represent our creators if they ever need it. Usually, the only time so far that we've used the legal team is in like copyright dispute cases, as well as like some internal drama with some like creators and professionals. So it's not like we hired individual people to be lawyers. We just partner with a very powerful, very reputable agency. Thanks for 5 gift subs to Doya. And tier 1 6 hour. Your own creators sue each other? What? No, no, no. Like talking like if a creator is in some kind of legal dispute with somebody else, like anywhere, not like creator versus creator internally. Just got out of Megan and it was really good. That is so shocking. I also just realized that Megan came out today because it's Thursday. It's been so long since I've been to a Thursday release, I forgot all about that. So I definitely need to see that tomorrow. I need to let Tiana know. Is the resub lucky? No, they never will, Deep. I did see that. Let's give some caveman. It has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's just, like, that means nothing to me, but I am still surprised. That's so fucking silly. Thanks to the Prime Hallowed and the resub J Rose, Buntman and the Prime ADMT. Amok world record is sub 26 now. Well, now I know you're just fucking lying. What are you talking about? I've been watching runs like most of the day. It is not sub 26 unless something happened within the last hour that is game changing. Holy fuck, wait, what? 25:51. How did I miss this? Oh, this was 7 o'clock. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yep, well, you were right. Wow. I don't know how I missed that. Thanks a gift sub dim in the prime dim. Huh. No, his VOD's right here. So he must have absolutely hit cone skip, cock skip, and log launch within the first couple tries on log launch. Cock skip everyone hits right now. Cock skip's pretty consistent. So I know he crushed that. I think it's a tier 1 mellow. Oh yeah, fucking with ease too. That was effortless. Let's see, cone skip. Cone skip also has been pretty consistent from everyone I've been watching. Like, they've got this one down pretty decently. It's the next one that's just a nightmare. Is the resub Psycho? Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect cone skip. Oh, he's doing plank launch instead of log launch. So it looks like plank might be that new hotness. And he got it first try. So you can, I think you can load checkpoint one time before it's a time loss. So he actually could have done, he had 2 chances and he got it on his first one. That's huge. But it is a crazy run. Yep, that's about as good as that gets right there. Spicee is so fucking consistent at like everything in Amok. It's crazy. Holy shit. Does he do a Chinatown launch? There's no way, right? He probably just drives it. He probably wouldn't risk it on a run like this. Yeah, he just drives it. There is a Chinatown launch you can do, and I guess if you're going to want to beat him now, you're going to have to. I was watching Distortion practice it. Well, with Chinatown launch, I think you can get a sub 25. I don't remember exactly how much time it saves, but it's a pretty significant chunk. Because you can see the driving goes for a long time. Thanks to the resub Mega Dumb and the give sub Flubbed and the Prime Pro. When does the 10k challenge end? 5 days. What was the best time before this? 27:37? I think, yeah, 27:37. I am going to be doing some runs tonight. I'm going to start learning the route. Here's the Prime Eric. Oh, that's right, the 2617. I forgot about that. Yeah. I forgot about that one. You're right. I forgot. Here's a resub Musin. What would happen if you won the challenge? Would the prize go to number 2? Nah, fuck that. Then I just don't lose 10k. I win. Do better, idiots. There's no chance I win. I just like running games. I'm just a huge fan of speedrunning in general. If I can just get a top 10 run, I'd be very happy with that. So I'm aiming for a top 10 run, but I know I don't have what it takes to actually be like the best. No shot. On this quick text message. Okay. There's a bit Kinway and Super Rock. What was the confusion with the FPS stuff? These are the bits Eagle. Because things work differently at different FPS. But the main thing was people with higher end computers getting more frames, making it impossible for other people to like compete with that. So the 60 FPS cap is what got set up. But now they're being flexible, so if you wanted to like reduce frames to make tricks a little different or better, that's fine. It just can't exceed. Thanks for the resub, Bill Gates. Hey, hope you like it, Eagle. Thanks to Tier 1 Chalkboard. What game are you planning on putting a bounty on next? Don't know what game yet, but it's absolutely gonna be at least once a month, so it'll be easy to find games. Not worried about it. Thanks, resub Luke. Can you make it a free game next time? Ideally, it would be a cheaper game, yeah. I didn't realize how expensive Amok was at the time, but it was just such a good target. Yeah, I agree. Definitely a cheaper game next time. Thanks the resub. Cal and Gav. Not that I know of, Cal. The Idaho affidavit thoughts? What are you talking about? What the Idaho murderer's affidavit reveals about the investigation leading up to Bryan Kohberger's arrest. Here, what am I looking for here? Oh, is this just more information about exactly what happened and why? There's a resub. Mad, Robum, Low Key, and Birth Control. In Dragon City. Yeah, I know that channel, Tadoya. Thanks to resub Ray. Derek from More Plates, More Dates said wholesome things about you on TMG podcast. That's super sweet. I like Derek. I didn't know he went on their podcast. When was that? Thanks, resub Crow. In Louisiana, you need to provide a picture of your ID to watch porn. Oh, I read that today. Matt actually sent that to me. Yeah. Can't you just use a VPN, though? I don't see how they enforce that. You could easily just VPN. Thanks, resub Panther and the Prime Simic. You see Vince McMahon going scorched earth with the WWE. No, what's that maniac doing? He plots to return to the WWE. That didn't last long, huh? He's going to sell it. Oh, wait, what? He's doing it just to sell it. Oh. Thanks, resub Rover. He's trying to sell it to AEW. Is AEW bigger than the WWE now? He basically said if they don't let him come back, he won't sign any new TV or distribution deals. That's evil. No, not at all. Oh, okay. Then how the fuck would they be able to afford the WWE? It's just a threat. Ah, gotcha. A teacher at my high school got escorted out by police for hosting a flip-flop Friday where you could get extra credit for sending pictures of your feet in flip-flops. Who the fuck is that high school teacher? Dan Schneider? He's the bit safe and the resub oxy. Oh, that's good, Za. Thoughts on KSI versus Tempera? It's such a shame that Dylan Dennis is a bitch. Talking all that shit for months leading up to the fight, begging for a fight, gets it, and then bows out. Rough. Is the resub venomous? Helwani been on a tear lately, and Dennis was in his wake. Yeah, I don't know too much about Helwani, but I know he was talking about the Dana White stuff recently too, right? Is Brian Lloyd in the resub Felipe? Oh, sweet. I'll definitely check it out, Ethan. Yeah. Dana White had Power Slap coming out, and then he like actually slapped his wife twice. And Power Slap's looking in a weird spot right now. I mean, it's a very interesting marketing play. His wife slapped him, and then he slapped her, and then slapped her again at New Year's. And then I think next week, Power Slap was supposed to air. I mean, that. You gotta admire the creativity of the marketing strategy. Oh, it was supposed to air this week. Oh, was it? I thought it was. Are you sure? I thought it was supposed to air next week. I thought it was like 6 days from now or something. Easy resub rubber. Eventually. Don't know when though. Told you this yesterday. You weren't interested. What are you talking about? I already talked about it. I just saw today that they postponed Power Slap. They moved it as a result. That happened like today. Didn't a Texas DA kill themselves because of a To Catch a Predator investigation? Yes. I don't remember if it was a DA, but yeah. That did happen. And in fact, something very similar that we talked about last night briefly happened recently because of a YouTube vigilante pedophile hunter. A YouTube pedophile hunter caught a dentist in Pennsylvania in one of his videos, and yesterday the dentist killed himself in the office. Tiana actually told me that because the dentist was in like her hometown, so she was seeing it all over Facebook about his suicide. So yeah, that just happened recently again. No, it wasn't her dentist. He was just a dentist in her area. Thanks for some smash cut, Geo, and the Prime Duck. Thanks to the bits flat. Not that I know of. And thanks to resub waiters. The bits fate. Did I ever watch any ECW? I didn't watch a lot of ECW, but I played the Nintendo 64 games for the ECW. The Dad Against Predators YouTubers confronted one of the hosts on ONW abusers in a video, and the dude killed himself a few days later. Vice did a documentary on them recently. I've never. How old is that? I never heard that. This is the Prime Jewel. TNA Impact Wrestling in its early days was very goofy. Yeah, well, I mean, all wrestling in its early days is very goofy. Shit, even modern wrestling has a lot of goofy stuff. It's the Bit Squad. It's half the fun. There's the resub Luke and the bits again Tadoya. No, I don't know that at all, Tadoya. The resub Lions. There's the resub Bunny in the Prime username. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of like wacky shit happening. You guys remember a couple months back? Actually, it might be even longer. There was that couple that served semen-laced cupcakes to children. Do you remember them? They got sentenced today. The dad, who I believe was a police officer, got 100 years. He's facing 100 years. I think they got sentenced. I think that's fully done now. Let me double check. Yeah, the ex-deputy Dennis Wallace Perkins sentenced for sex crimes, and it's 100 years. It wasn't just the semen-laced cupcakes, though. He apparently also pled guilty to second-degree rape, sexual battery of a child, and child porn. But yeah, he rose to fame because of the semen cupcakes him and his wife served to kids. Here's the Prime Scan and the resub Icy. The Prime Marcus and the resub at Depth. What about the wife? I don't think her sentencing is done yet. Her name's Cynthia. I don't think she's been sentenced yet. At least... Oh, no, here it is. It's at the bottom. She was sentenced to 41 years because she testified against her husband. Well, is testifying against her husband. So she got 41. How did they find out there was semen? I believe they videotaped it. I think that's how they found out. Yep. Fucking ridiculous. Shit is crazy. Thanks to the resub Asperger's and the bits Larfo. No, this was months ago. This isn't like brand new or anything. This was quite a while back. Good point, Tadoya. True. No, the husband got 100 years. Cynthia got 41. The husband's... He's dead in prison. 100%. He's just going to die there. Unless he somehow lives to be 145 years old. So, I don't think he has any chance of getting out. Is it Prime Jacob? And the resub Wolf. Have you seen... Yes, I was going to talk about that. So, I watched this video today, and it's a very, very, very interesting video.
Hello, ladies.
Super well done, and it talks about something that I only somewhat knew about. I've talked about this a little bit recently. You remember how I said all of those reupload channels are fighting with each other? Like sending each other strikes, taking each other down and shit? Well, apparently that wasn't exclusive to just the people who re-upload my streams raw. Apparently that's been happening to Hassan, XQC, and others. And Pinely made a video on it today. And this rabbit hole goes a lot deeper than I would have ever expected. Apparently, a lot of it ties back to like a Vietnamese bot farm or something that sends out mass strikes. Like it's like a lot. So he goes over the entire scope of the situation, and I never realized just how bad it was. I guess I've just been like blissfully ignorant to what that landscape's actually like, since I don't watch like the clips like that. So I've been trying to figure out the best course of action, because now today I looked into it a little bit deeper on what they're actually posting. I assumed they were just posting like raw moments from stream and shit, but it's a lot more than that. So they also steal like his thumbnail, everything. They don't change anything. It's just like in Hassan's case, they literally took the exact same thumbnail but put Hassan's face over his. Same title, same everything. I didn't realize that's what that was like on there. So I've been talking with Matt all day, wondering, and I really do think the right call is just take down every single one of those channels. I don't agree with that. Like, I don't think what they're doing is right. I always assumed it was just like, oh, here's Charlie talking about a topic. I didn't know it was just going to be like the full raw, taking like Pinely's video here in this case, and then slapping my face on it. That's a bunch of dog shit. Like, when I do post like a video that I've reacted to, it's usually Friends Now, and I only show the parts where I'm talking for it. I don't ever do just like a raw re-upload. Not on my second channel either, where it's clips, because that's all just topics. I don't post any of like talking about like a Pinely video. I didn't realize it had gotten so bad. So I think the play is just take down every single one of those channels. That's where I've been, voice crack. That's where I've been leaning. Yeah, I actually do think just a purge is the best call. I wanted chat's input because maybe I was biased on it. I really don't agree with what they're doing. I think every point Pinely makes in here is a great point. And it really showed me what the landscape's like. Because I legitimately didn't know. Because I don't pay attention to those channels other than when they're fighting with each other and sending strikes against one another for re-uploading my stream moments. And I upload all of the stream moments myself on the official second channel. The only thing I don't ever post there is if I watch a friend's video, like Coffeezilla. When I talk about Coffeezilla, or I watch Coffeezilla's video, if I do something with it, I showed parts of it where I was talking and setting the stage, going over everything. It's not just me taking Coffeezilla's entire video and posting it, which is what these channels do. And I guess I was just never fully aware of the scope of it. And then I looked a little deeper, and Cheeto made a video on the exact same thing yesterday, I think. Which once again showed me a bit more about how deep it goes. So it's a lot worse than I expected, and I really do think that the right play is just take down all of those channels. I don't think it's fair. There is no VOD archive. Yes, there is on like my official channel. Like I said, the only thing that doesn't get posted there is when I'm just literally talking to chat, which I guess we could put chat on the screen. Aaron was talking about that. Topics and games. Full games. All raw games and shit. But it's never just taking like a whole Pinely video and dropping it in there. Raw. I don't think that should be posted. I accidentally just duplicated the semen cupcakes tab, so now there's like 3 of these up here, Jesus. So that's where I'm leaning. I like full VODs. And again, the full VODs are here. They do go up. The only thing that's not there is just like me talking to you right now, which you can't see on screen anyway. Unless, of course, we do put it on screen. And we absolutely can if people want.
Hello, ladies and
just haven't bothered because it feels weird, because then you're just watching me talk to you guys and it's no longer in real time, so like what the fuck is the point? But it's all the topics and it's all the raw streams with gaming and shit. But even on those re-upload channels, all of this right here is cut. So what they do, here, let me show you one. This is one of them that is apparently striking all of the other channels. So what they do is, this was me going over the podcast, and they just took every single thing raw, uploaded it, nothing before and nothing after. So everything that's happening right here still doesn't make it to these re-upload channels. It's just taking that full video and dropping it. And this channel is one that's striking the others. You can tell it's the same one that Pinely's talking about, because it's the same thumbnail format, where they take the original thumbnail and then just slap my face or someone's face on it. And I disagree with it. I just disagree that it should exist. I like raw VODs, can't find them anywhere like you said. What the fuck do you mean? Again, they all get posted onto the second channel except for like if let's say I wanted to see what everything Pinely was saying here. I wouldn't want this full raw VOD to make it onto YouTube, because then Pinely competes with me talking about his video. If I wanted to make something around what I learned from Pinely's video, I would show the parts where I'm talking about it and giving the input on it, not just the full raw upload. Because why the fuck is that fair to Pinely to then compete with me talking about Pinely directly through his whole video raw? It's stupid. I don't like that, and I think Pinely's absolutely in the right. Leave it on Twitch. All the VODs do make it on Twitch. The only reason they don't is because I fucking forget to publish them. It's just that simple. But I've been getting much more diligent about it. I'm talking about on YouTube. What do you mean, not at all? Okay, I missed okay, fine. Here, I missed this one and I missed this one. The Happy New Year one. Now they're all up. Okay, and I missed this one from last night. Now they're all up. See, you see how easy that was? That was super simple. And now, someone like Pinely wouldn't... Now it doesn't end up on that platform anymore. Like, I think he's completely right. So I'm definitely leaning towards that. I don't know what it takes to make that happen, so that's something that I need to figure out. Thanks for your sub-anxiety, Snidarian, Faye, Vrunkin, Megatron, the Prime, City. There is auto-publish, but every time I turn it on, it flips itself off. Put chat up in the VOD? Yeah, like I said, we can do that. If you guys want chat up in the VOD, that's fine. Like, that's no problem. If any part of a VOD gets muted, it turns off. Is that what triggers it? Okay. Exit 2, give subs, bubs. And the resub Reaper. And tier 1 Lucifer's Chode. What a name. And the resub Shuttle. And the resub Smeppy. I think the resub Beef and Prune. Okay. That's a very easy change to make. your take on Louisiana requiring the ID for Pornhub? Yeah, I already talked about that. You could just use a VPN. That seems like a weird thing for them to have tried because you can easily just use a VPN. But yeah, I saw. It's very silly. I think it's a gift sub Caitlin. Thanks to the resub Shelly. Average person isn't using a VPN. They should. VPNs are super important in the modern internet. I don't know how you navigate without just having like a fail-safe VPN just in case. You're gonna tackle channels with older VODs you don't have. Like I said, still brainstorming stage on how to make everything work and make everything like perfect. I think if there's any VODs that aren't still on Twitch, and I think they do get auto-deleted after some time, I'll just download them myself, because I still have all of them. Like, I can go 197 pages back, and I have pretty much everything. So if there are some that I still don't have, then I can just download them and post them on the second channel myself. That's just something I'll have to look at. He's a bitch butter. What was the best stream you ever had? Oh, easy. Rocket League Spring Major, when we won the whole thing. We won the Spring Major through losers bracket. It was one of the most unreal runs of anything I've ever fucking watched. That was the best stream I've ever had. Also the biggest stream I've ever had. That shit was pushing 80k viewers for a long time. Everyone just blown away by the quality of the squad. That was so fucking good. He's a prime Bisquick. Apex stream was a good second. Oh, are you talking about when we won back-to-back-to-back games in order to clutch a land spot? That was also a fucking amazing stream. Holy shit, that one was good too. That was only, what, 3 weeks ago? Yeah. Second channel name? It's MoistCr1tikal Clips.
Hello, ladies and
This is the official one. So yeah, I'll see which ones don't exist anymore in terms of like raw VODs. I'll download them myself and they'll go up here, but
hello, ladies and
I do completely agree with everything Pinely said in this video. So there's gonna be a drastic change. Exhibits Tadoya. And the Prime Glizzy. What happened to this Google spreadsheet where people submit ideas? We're still going through it. The ideas people submitted, like, some of them are just absolute dog shit. Like, I'll call it like it is. And some of them are just blatantly insidious, where it's like, Moist Meter Avatar 2, to try and get paid for when I inevitably do Moist Meter Avatar 2 for obvious reasons. But then some of them are like bangers, but they're so hard to do because they're very large scale. So people suggest things that would take an entire fucking production team and like a year's worth of planning. But like there's decent ideas, it's just we haven't been able to do any of them yet. Thanks to the Bits Mac Daddy and Demonic. In Lane, in the Prime Mold. What are some examples of bad ideas you got? I don't even know where to begin. The one that always pops into my head is one guy who really wanted us to eat a frog. That was the whole piece of content idea. Happy birthday, Biz. Remember that bad idea people wanted to play Lego Star Wars? Yeah, stupid idea, that was dumb. And then Lego Star Wars became like an actual huge phenomenon. What's your opinion on New York not punishing crimes committed by anyone under the age of 12? How many crimes are committed by people under the age of 12? I will tell you one thing that's been really grinding my gears. There's been like a ton of crime and then like serious crime and then the person gets caught and they're like, yeah, he was recently actually apprehended for armed robbery, but he was released 48 hours later, only to immediately commit another huge crime again. A fuck ton of crimes happen for sub 12-year-olds? Holy shit. I don't know what happened, but like, there are some places that are so fucking light on crime, it's like almost worth it just to start like jacking cars. And if you get caught, well, 48 hours in the slammer, let it ride again. Shit is nuts. I've been seeing that pop up all the time. Florida take? In Florida, it's bad. Yeah, Florida, I've seen that happening a lot. I don't know what the fuck is up. Florida's been having that shit happen a lot. At least, I guess, in my neck of the woods. No way Florida's as bad as the other states? Probably not. I would imagine it's probably not as bad. Is it Prime Hypnosis and Viking? I'll be streaming that day, butter. Thanks for resub Mets. Canada just as bad. Someone held at gunpoint and let the gunner go the same day. Like, I just don't... Why is that so common right now? Like, I don't get it. What? Why? What the fuck? Didn't prisons used to, like, froth at the mouth to get more people behind bars with the whole war on drugs thing? Like, what? Have we just, like, run out of space or something? I don't get it. Is it actually overcrowded? Like, that's the actual reason? Like, I do totally agree, like, these drug charges of, like, having weed and shit shouldn't constitute real prison time, obviously. I think anyone with half a brain can realize that that's fucking stupid. But, like, a lot of people are getting, like, busted for real serious shit and then released hours later. I don't get it. And then, unsurprisingly, they do it again. I read a story the other day about a guy who was recently let go after spending like a week in jail after an armed robbery, and then he went and killed the woman that he attempted to rob last time. Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, I don't know the reason. I was just kidding about it being overcrowded, but a lot of people are saying that's like a real thing. El Chapo's son was arrested today. Oh, who claimed the $10 million bounty? I didn't hear that. They put a $10 million bounty on information leading to El Chapo's son's arrest. Who got it? Well, actually, I don't know why the fuck I'm expecting them to like name them like the lottery winner. They'd just be putting a target on their back. Someone definitely claimed that $10 million, though. They're probably still dead. Yeah, probably. But they had $10 million for however brief a time. Yeah, all of that should be restocked pretty soon, Pogs. It's just been taking a while because of holidays. Is that real scene? Holy shit. Thanks for your sub, Vamp. Baby Tadoya. There's a video of the raid turned into a war zone. I remember last time, I don't remember who it was. It may have been someone related to El Chapo. They got into a firefight, but then they also ended up killing a monkey wearing a bulletproof vest. Like they had a monkey like in a bulletproof vest on the battlefield. You guys remember that? Yeah, hold on, let me find that story. That shit was crazy. It was in a cartel shootout recently. Like I feel bad that yeah, this was June 17th, 2022. Monkey shot dead as Mexican cartel passion for exotic pets leaves bloody toll. It was a spider monkey that was dressed up as the gang mascot and got killed in the shootout. Which is so fucking sad. Pretty sure they gave the monkey a funeral. Deserved it. I mean, shit. I mean, say what you want about the cartel, but that monkey was like loyal to the game. He's like, all right, time to ride or die. Slaps on the bulletproof vest, fucking charges the cops. These are the resub Zoe and Alpha Burst. I have a little conspiracy theory with it. You want to hear it? I think I don't remember the monkey's name, but I think it survived, and I think this was all planned. So like the monkey may have been the ones that he spilled the beans, and then in order to get him out, they pretended like they shot and killed it, and then they posted the picture of like the monkey in the bulletproof vest, but it was actually only stunned, and then they got him out and brought him to like protection. At least that's what I want to believe. It's so sad that the spider monkey got shot and killed. There's my little fanfic. He's a tier 1 frog in the resub Ezekiel. He's a tier 1 electronic. I just watch the Logan Paul videos at Mirror. Whenever YouTubers make a big deal out of scandals they're in, it only draws more attention to it and makes it worse. Yeah, that's why I said Stans had the best take. If Logan Paul had just said nothing about it, he'd be in a much better situation. 100%. Thanks, Resub Jake. And the Resub Luna. If he just never mentioned it, he'd be in a much better spot. He's a tier 1 Drippy in the resub pot. Do you think Logan has a shot due to the single versus dual party consent laws? That's not even what he's going for. He's going for defamation, of which he has no shot. Thanks, Resub Dopey. I think ask any lawyer worth his salt. They will tell you the same thing. This defamation case is such a fucking dead end. It's very clearly just to try and bully Coffeezilla and make him lose money in like legal fees and shit. Have you seen DJ Khaled crashing his golf cart? Yeah, of course. I already had that pulled up. I love DJ Khaled stuff, man. I see it all. Make a GoFundMe for Coffeezilla. No, like I said, man, if he actually does need like a legal team to represent him at Mana, we have a full legal team, and they're a very strong force. So if he needs it, we are here. I offered it to him. Should Logan Paul actually go through with this brain dead idea? Wouldn't Logan need to reimburse the fees if he loses? I don't know if that's standard procedure, but you can always like counter with that. What could Logan possibly have to gain from trying to embarrass him? Absolutely nothing. He's too stupid to process that by suing Coffeezilla, he's only ruining his image further in the eyes of legitimately everybody, even his own fans. His idea, his thought process is so short-sighted, it's sickening. He believes like, no, I'm so innocent, this isn't a scam, and it's offended me so much, I'm going to sue him for being so wrong. But he can't process that by doing so, he is furthering shitify his name. It's baffling. It is baffling. He has no one around him giving him good advice. It is fucking crazy. Let's give some squid. Next, the resub Marcus and Miera. Not too much deep. We're just going over some shit we already talked about a little bit. Wouldn't Discovery fuck Logan as well? You would think so. I don't even think he's processed that as a possibility. But yeah, I think that would probably sink him immediately. He's tier 1 chunky. Is he skipping the Pinely video? No, what? I was just talking about this for like the last fucking 20 minutes. I've already watched it, which is why I was talking about it. You running some Amok tonight? Yeah. I can feel a little poop cooking up, so after I poop, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna run some Amok. It's just not ready yet. Is the resub Silence and Banana Split. And the Bits Rotok. No, not that I've seen Tadoya. Nothing new. Thanks to the Prime Solicitor and the Sorgoth. Oh. You're gonna have to... leaning towards just taking it all down deep. I went more in depth earlier. Just, you can rewind the VOD later so I don't just have to keep repeating myself on it. Do you flush your toilet paper? What the fuck? Yeah, of course. What? Is there really a community of people that throw it away as opposed to flush it? Yeah, there is. Holy shit, that's crazy. I actually can't imagine. Pipes can't handle it? No, pipes can't handle things that are thicker, like paper towel. Shit like that. Toilet paper is designed to be flushable. That's why it's toilet tissue. Thanks to tier 1. Jin? And the resub epic. Oh, you're talking about the... You're talking about pipes in other places. Gotcha, sorry. When I'm hearing this question, I'm thinking since you are asking me, you are talking from the perspective of a fellow American. I'm sure there are probably places where they do throw it away, because I imagine in some places it probably isn't great to just flush it or whatever. I'm just talking about like in in this neck of the woods, it is designed to be flushed. They don't make pipes like we do. Yeah, we got the best pipes. Thanks to some trash and thick. Ooh, whoa! Thank you for the 20 gift subs, Kinji. God damn. Thank you for that. Appreciate it, Kinji. And it's good to see you. I hope you had a good day. Thanks to the resub, So Pain. And the gift sub, Jin. What are your thoughts on Mark Normand? Why is that name so familiar? I'm pretty sure I've seen some of his work before, but I don't know enough about it to have like a real opinion. Thanks to Prime Zach and the resub, T-Down, Boily, Fat Guy, and the 5 gift subs, Arner. Thank you for the generosity. Resub Oyster. True Deep. My Hero Academia Season 6 has been... It's been good. I don't have major complaints. Thanks to give some silver. Except the last couple episodes have been kind of weak. Not tonight, Obs. I'm gonna do speedrunning. Learning Amok. He's one of the best modern day comedians. Mark Normand. I'll have to check him out then. Thanks to the resub, Pooh. Yeah, we're gonna fix the bottom right GodSlap poster. It looks out of place. Yeah, I know it fell. I'm not gonna fix it. I plan on just getting one giant frame as opposed to 2 individual frames and making like a custom collage of all the GodSlap covers together. So it will be replaced with something cooler. These are bits deep in Ba. The use of Ichiran and Woolen. When's the room tour coming? Soon! One day. There was just a shooting at a French Montana. Jesus Christ. That's awful. Will Summoning Salt do an Amok runner speedrun history? No, we are. We're going to do a Summoning Salt inspired video for the Amok world record. And the whole thing, really. I was talking to Summoning Salt, trying to get an insight into the process, since this is a big undertaking, so I'm trying to figure out the best way of doing it. It's a tier 1 river and the resub Zaga. And no, I haven't finished it yet, Ba. Sure, I'll check him out, Tadoya. Thanks, resub Drados. Why not hire Summoning Salt himself? I don't want to take him away from his work. I would hate to be responsible for him, like, putting aside his current project in order to work on this. Like, I don't want to impede on what he's working on or anything. Jake Paul and Nate Diaz MMA. That's kind of hype. When am I doing a subathon? Moist Esports needs funds. Not happening. I don't have any plans of doing that. So your other channel is Moisty Clips. No. No, it's not. It's Moist Charlie Clips. Challenge ends in 5 days for the speedrun competition. Have you ever thought of touring stupid mansions in person? Yeah, but they wouldn't let me, I don't think, because the whole point of going to a shit mansion like, oh god, what's that woman with cactuses everywhere? This isn't gonna come up with the one I'm thinking of, but there's one that's just like a completely open set of shit with cactuses everywhere. And let's say I went there in person, the whole point would be me just making fun of the property. Like, that would do nothing to help them sell it. They wouldn't let me. Oh, right, 25 mil Las Vegas. That's what it was. Yeah. This one has fucking cactuses everywhere inside. I was actually talking to Muda about that plot. I haven't watched the video on it yet, but I'm excited to. Apparently, the criminal that Logan Paul hired, Z, had his entire record expunged, which probably explains why Coffeezilla didn't know that. So Logan fucking doxed him. Logan fucking doxed the guy and made himself look even worse by doing so. Yeah, he got his whole record expunged. You can't find it when you look for it, which would explain why Coffee probably didn't even know that he was a convicted felon. And Logan doxed him, meaning they must have known that he was a fucking felon and still hired him. That's the only way. Isn't that crazy? So he comes out looking even stupider. Some felons deserve jobs, though. Well, that's not the point I or anyone's making. The guy is not only a convicted criminal, but he was a convicted criminal that also stole from Logan and held ransom for $1 million. So he was a repeat offender who probably shouldn't have been in the position to lead that whole fucking team for development. So it's still terrible hiring. Like, you don't hire a scammer to lead your entire fucking development team and then get shocked when he scams you. Thanks, resub Inferno. I don't think that'll happen, Deep, but it would be cool. I'm pretty sure there were 3 scammers hired. Yeah, there was. We're just talking about the one whose criminal record was completely expunged, and Logan Paul brought it into the public eye. I just love that, though. Like, that's some shit out of Death Note if it was, like, two dumb... Well, not two dumb people. Like, it's like Death Note, but if Light Yagami was super fucking dumb. So he's like, Logan's overthinking things. He's like, okay, you interviewed Z, the guy who stole my code and held it for ransom. You must have also known that he was a criminal, that has a criminal past, and is an untrustworthy person to be leading this development team. But you didn't say that. But you must have known that he was a criminal. So in fact, I'm going to get 5 steps ahead of you. I am going to dox him and reveal to the whole world that Z, the guy you interviewed, and the guy that I hired, is actually a convict and a repeat offender. I'll let everyone know he was a criminal, so that way I have a leg up on you. It's like the worst plan ever. Criminal doesn't mean untrustworthy. Bro, he was a, 4-time repeat offender? That is not someone that should be leading your entire development team. Thanks the resub Seabull. True deep. That would be crazy, Rotok, yeah. Interesting comparison. Oh, why are people coping for Logan? I don't think they are. I think it's just like this, like arguing for the sake of arguing. Because that's what people are so used to now, that you have to be, like, it's not cool to have, like, the most common take. In order to feel special, you have to have, like, a controversial take and fight for it. But not for any reason other than to just fight. Like, I don't even think it's coping, and I don't even think it's Logan fans. It's just people that are so used to being combative that they have to keep that going. Resub Karishi. Would you ever do a console speedrun? Sure, it just depends on what we find. That could be a fun target. You're talking about for the bounty, I imagine, right? Yeah, I'm certainly not opposed to it or anything. No, of course not, Deep, of course not. Any gaming tonight? Yep. I'm actually going to go to the bathroom now, and when I come back, we're going to start learning the Amok speedrun. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to fill up my water as well. Be right back.